Hi, I'm Steven the Calculator Guy, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on the Real Yield ETH Sommelier Vault. Now, as a reminder, I am involved in this vault, so I'm a heavily biased content creator in terms of this particular opportunity. So do please keep that in mind as I go over this. So I built this sort of calculator so that anyone could sort of calculate their yield at any given time based off of when they entered. Let me sort of explain how this works and also give you some basic details of how we've done since inception. So since inception, or since the launch of Real Yield ETH, we have annualized 12.08%, which to me is pretty remarkable. This is, of course, like between 2 to 3 times higher than the base yield that you get from ETH staking. And this is net of fees. This is after the fees collected. Now, if you entered, let's say, on the 3rd of this month, you would have gotten a 22% annualized yield since you entered. And that's because, yields have really taken off in the past couple weeks due to, gas fees and whatever else. So that's like the basic data on how it's performing. So what you can do with this calculator is, you probably don't want to change this actually. I'm going to go ahead and make that green because this is a share price denominated in ETH kind of, or Gwei maybe. And starting with this, you can see the current value is this number. I'll show you how to get these numbers. And so really all you want to do is say when you entered the vault, even this is kind of like, don't touch that, right? So really you have one number to play with. When did you enter the vault? And then what are the SOM incentives? Right now, SOM incentives are a little bit low, though they have been renewed, which is good, at 4%. So right now, like the APY since inception, if we take like the low APY of SOM now, is around 16.28%. Now you can see all the data sort of over here, how the share price has changed over time, which is pretty interesting. But let me just sort of show you where to get this long, crazy number. So you're going to want to go ahead and like copy this number. So Control C, and then click on this link here, which will take you over to this Etherscan. You're actually going to query the contract, which is pretty cool in my opinion. You're going to go to 43, which is preview redeem, paste that long number in there, click query, and you're going to get this number down here. Ooh, 13, that's awesome. This is awesome. So this is actually even better. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put that here for this current price. We'll paste that number in there, and this will update up here. So actually, we are doing 12.54%. That's fantastic, or 12.93%, depending on how you measure, right? Depending on how you measure. Either way, above 12%, almost 13%, that's just awesome. So that's how you get the current vault share price, and that changes depending on when we take fees out, or depending on how the yield of all the strategies are doing. That's going to change in real time. So basically, that's just the value of the shares at any given time. So totally real time. You can query that whenever you want. Now, if you want historical data, you go to the subgraph and you click on the run button, and it'll give you the historical data day by day. Now, you're going to get the date in this kind of wonky string of numbers here, but you can convert that to dates relatively easily if you know how. Otherwise, you can just know that this is today, this was yesterday, this is the day before that, et cetera, et cetera. And I put the data in there pretty regularly. So if you just want to like check in every now and again on this calculator or recopy it, you can do that, right? You'll always have to make a copy to edit, but I'm going to keep this relatively up to date. So this is kind of like a mini Dune. We have a Dune dashboard that we're still working on, but me just being the kind of guy I am, I had to build a calculator for this. We also have the APYs here, so you can sort of see how the share value has increased over time, as well as the APY. The APY has actually increased over time. It has sort of leveled off since like late last month, and we've been steady between like 15 and 9%, which I think is just really cool. Now, entering and exiting the vault is super expensive. I totally understand that. Luckily, gas fees have gone down. If you want, you can actually enter the vault on L2s utilizing, where is it? Rhino. So if you go to like the deposit and you go to Rhino, it'll open this up here. And first you'd have to like deposit some money into Rhino, the same way you would deposit onto Osmosis or deposit into like CN, whatever else. And I tested this out just a few minutes ago. Deposited $36. It went as $36. No additional gas fee. I think it was like 12 cents in gas on Arbitrum to deposit into Rhino, and then nothing at all to deposit into Real Yield ETH. So you can skip gas altogether if you want by depositing it into Rhino. And then you can also withdraw it with only a 0.03% fee. That's Rhino's fee, not Somalier's fee. So do keep that in mind. But like, that's a much smaller fee than most people are going to be getting hit with gas on mainnet, unless they're depositing multi-million dollars. If you're depositing multi-million dollars, perhaps doing it on mainnet is the best to avoid this 0.03% fee. Very easy to deposit. Again, you just deposit your ETH, clicking the deposit button, right? Deposit your ETH from your chain. I don't have very much ETH here, right? Once you've done that, then you can go back to this link here, and you can see I've already deposited. So this would be, you go to supply, whatever you have available. I have none available because I already supplied, and then just click supply. And then to remove, same thing, remove. So that's how it works. It's very, very basic stuff. There's some instructions here as well for how to get the current value. Actually, I put it here instead of current value. Really, you don't have to do this, but this is just going to tell you sort of basically what's going on. Also, I have a 7-day average. So 7-day average yield is 18.74%. This is totally automatically calculated. Just looking at the past 7 days here. This only works if I've updated it. So like, let's say today was the, let's say I didn't have this, right? We're not, oh, it still gives me the latest value. That's cool, actually. So if I delete these, I still get the 7 days previous to that. Or rather, it just doesn't count this one. So that's why it's 15%. Awesome. So hopefully this helps you guys sort of conceptualize what we have going on at Real Yield ETH on Somalia. Another cool tidbits of information is we may consider, well, I don't want to give you guys too much alpha, but do be on the lookout for Real Yield ETH potentially on some other chains, potentially even in some LPs. That's all I will say for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. And of course, have a wonderful rest of your day.